Hey everyone, Bitupan here. Welcome to the show. I hope you are doing great. Exercise is to the body what reading is to the mind. The more you read, the more you expand your brain. All leaders are readers. Books literally transforms the way you think. All successful people are readers. Bill Gates reads 50 books per year and he's the richest man in the world. Another man among the richest people is Warren Buffett, who said he spends 5 to 6 hours every day reading books. Oprah Winfrey, a very successful personality, is a reader. She was born into poverty in America, but is a very successful woman today, and she gives credit to reading. She said, "Books were my first ticket to personal freedom. I learned how to read when I was 3. And soon revealed that there's a whole world to know beyond the borders of Mississippi." According to a recent survey, an average CEO reads 5 to 6 books every month. With my guest today, I'm going to discuss about how books can change your life, how to read faster, and what are some habits of highly effective readers. I am with Amrut Deshmukh, who is popularly known as the Booklet Guy. He is an entrepreneur, the founder of the Booklet app, who is on a mission to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India. He calls his mission Make India Read. He received the Best Startup Award by Head Start among 100 other startups. The only successful Indian startup with no external funding or venture capital. A completely self-funded social startup. Today, he has more than 15 lakh young readers who are enthusiastically reading books with him on his free mobile app called Booklet. The average reading speed of most of us is 150 words per minute, but Amrut has increased his speed to 1200 words per minute. He reads almost one book a day and has read 1350 books till now. He is also a speaker and has spoken at TED Talks not once, not twice, but 3 times, and also spoken at various other big platforms. He is an author. He wrote a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Readers. I am excited to talk to him, and let's get started. Hey Amrut, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, thank you so much, Bitu. Very glad, and thank you so much for having me. And I'm sure it will be a great session.
Yes, I am glad as well. So tell me about your app. Let me understand your app. Okay. So what you do is basically uh, if I am an user and I want to use your app, I go to your app, I put my email ID, I put my name, and I have access to all the books that you have read. Is it? Or is there anything in between?
See, first of all, I hate to talk about Booklet app. Okay, I'm not
Okay,
here on a business. I'm on a mission called Make India Read. So
great.
to join my mission, you don't have to install an app. It's not compulsory. Okay,
Oh, is it?
I don't
Okay.
have any selfish motive. If
Oh,
you are
great.
sitting on your couch
Hmm.
and holding a book in your hand and you are reading a book,
Hmm.
you are part of my mission Make India Read. Okay, yeah. Booklet app is a convenient excuse for those who say that no, we can't afford to buy books, or we want easy access,
Hmm.
we want to read a book fast in 20
Hmm.
minutes. So for them, who are passionate readers but they have the guilt of not reading regularly because of household responsibilities, office work, kids. So for them, Booklet app is there, and I have summarized almost 300 books, almost all the bestsellers. But if you install the app today, and if I dump all the 300 booklets in your mobile, I bet you will not read any of them, because abundance is the enemy of motivation, right?
Ah,
जब बहुत कुछ मिलता है तो हमको मस्ती आती है. You
value घट
remember
जाता है
how
उसका.
we
हाँ.
scan those TV channels, but just because they are 300, and we end up watching nothing.
Hmm.
So abundance is the enemy of motivation. So what I do is I put a rule in the app called read one, get one. जैसे buy one get one होता है ना, वैसे read one get
Oh,
one.
for the next book, they have to complete the first book. Is that?
Unless you don't complete reading the existing summary which is already there in your mobile.
Uh,
Okay, there is a progress bar from 0%. It progresses to
uh,
100% if you keep reading or listening,
uh,
reading or listening, either of them. And then when it goes to 100%, the logo, the booklet logo starts dancing. So he's happy, and now you are eligible to download
okay.
a new booklet of your choice. Of course, if I have summarized it, most of them I have summarized. And one, and one, and one. There is no limit. You can read hundreds of them in one day. I don't mind. Anyway, I'm giving for everything for free. But read one, get one.
So
So
are
that's
these
the
all
whole
self-help
objective.
books or novels are also there?
All types of genres,
Oh.
everything. But I make sure that there is a ratio of 3:1, where 3 books are more towards learning, hence non-fiction, self-help, leadership, relationships, productivity, business, startups, spirituality, mindfulness. And against those 3 books, there is one thoda halka pulka entertainment, love stories,
Which
PS
is
I
the
love
most
you.
most read genre? Is it
Most read
novels?
genre, it's leadership, not genre, but books. I can say the most read book is The Power of Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Then Simon Sinek Start with Why is the most loved book on
Mm.
Booklet app.
Mm.
Unposted Letter by Mahatria Ra. Mahatria Ra is one of the spiritual gurus of India.
Mm.
Many, How to Win Friends, Seven Habits, they're all like timeless epics which
Mm.
everybody must read. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, these are the most read ones.
Okay, I have a question. Let me understand this. Okay. See, if I am interested in guitars, let's say, I like guitar, not necessarily that I have to go and give free lessons of guitars to everybody. But why you like reading books? But why did you decide to help others read books? What motivated you? What is the intention behind that?
Okay. See, reading is no more a hobby. Okay, it is an essential part of your life. If you have learned how to read and then you are not reading, then what's the difference between a person who can read but chooses not to read and a person who can't read? फिर उसमें और मेरे में फर्क क्या रहा? एक अंगूठे छाप में और मेरे में फर्क क्या रहा? Right? So when I say reading, I firmly believe that if I'm not reading, I'm not changing, and if I'm not changing, I'm not growing. Now you might say that, okay, I can learn apart from books. Yes, you can learn. We basically learn from other people. Okay, and books are written by other people. Yep, books are written by people. So if you say, okay, I will learn from Steve Jobs, I don't have to read. So okay, fine, fix an appointment with Steve Jobs right now. Huh? Is he alive? I want to learn from Narendra Modi. Call him. He'll come. No, I will read his biography. I'll read the biography of Steve Jobs or books written on Steve Jobs. So I think, and then see, when we speak, sometimes we at times speak without thinking. ऐसा होता है ना कभी कभी, अरे यार ये मैं क्यों बोला, मुझे नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, right? But it is impossible to write without thinking. It is impossible. See, whenever you are, even if you are typing a WhatsApp message, you hit that backspace bar so many times just to arrive at the right words to convey your message. So writing gives a very good opportunity to filter out the unwanted words and come out with the right message. Don't you think that's exactly what's happening with the authors? No, they weed out all the unnecessary things, and what we get is only flowers. I'm not saying that you should not listen. I'm not against listening. But don't you think I would prefer a book? Because when I wrote my own book, even I was surprised. अरे मेरे अंदर इतने जहन में इतना सब था. Seriously, I was shocked कि इतना सब बाहर निकला, which I
It's
perhaps
like
when I'm talking.
journaling. So I think you
Yeah,
must be
yeah,
doing
yeah.
journaling. Until unless we start journaling, we don't realize what is there inside our
Yeah.
mind.
Thinking on paper is one of the favorite hobbies, and I just do it every day. I just write down whatever comes to my mind, because thinking in mind is wandering. It is not thinking. In thinking on paper is very important,
True. So
and that's what books are all about.
when you read a book, after you read this book, let's say you decide to read a book, after that, since you read that book, you make the summary and then record, or first you decide which book to record, then you read. Which one comes first?
Yeah. So what I do is, the old adage goes that don't judge the book by its cover. Yeah. But judge it after reading 10 pages. So whenever I take a book, I just read first 10 pages of the book. I also go through the index, all the name of the chapters. Then I go through the all the bolded text, the box text, the italics text, all the bullet points at the end of the chapter. I go through all these special text. I call them as special text, where the author is shouting, "This is important. This is important." And when I go through all these things, believe me, I come to know at least 40% of the book without
Okay.
actually reading the book. This I
Mhm.
call this as previewing the book or skimming the book.
Mhm.
And then I take a call. Did I really learn something new from this book? Yeah. Is it really some mind shattering thought which will completely defy my old belief system, my assumptions, my opinions? If the answer comes yes, then I will go for it. Because as I said, it's all about changing yourself. If I'm not changing, I'm not growing. It's all about replacing your old thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and replacing them with the new ones. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi, in most of his books, in his preface, you know what he writes? I think इससे humble author मैंने life में नहीं देखा है. What he writes is, if you come across two contradictory opinions in my book, please consider the latest ones. किसकी हिम्मत है ऐसे बोलने की कि खुद ही बोल रहा है. I might come out with some two opposite views, so please consider the latest ones. Look at his humility.
You mean
So
to say
this is
that
what I do.
everything changes, opinions also change? Is that what he's trying to say?
Yeah,
Right?
and that in fact is humanity, I would say, because ये gift किसी दूसरे प्राणी को नहीं मिला है. They don't change. They बस एक ही गधे के जैसे रहते हैं वो. We are blessed with that thing. Yeah, we
There
have
is
to
a
keep on
quote
changing.
which says, "Change is the only thing that is constant in this universe."
Yeah, said by Mahatma Gandhi only.
Oh yeah, yes, I forgot. So you have some 15 million readers with you right now.
15 lakh, yeah.
15 lakhs.
15
Okay.
lakh.
So what are your marketing tactics actually? How do you reach to so many people?
Marketing tactic.
Yeah,
You know, Bittu, I have not spent a single rupee on marketing.
I heard that. That's why I'm asking.
I
So what do you exactly do? If you
So
want to
I don't
reveal.
call it. I hate to call it as marketing
Hmm.
or promotion. I call it as perception designing.
Hmm.
So it is very important that I want you to perceive me the way I want,
Hmm.
and not the way you want.
Hmm.
Right? It's very important. See, Apple. Why Apple stands out from all the mobile companies? Because their perception, the way we perceive them, is exactly what they wanted us to. Right? So I've made all the free resources. I've made use of all the free resources, social media, WhatsApp. Now, 5 years ago, when anybody talked about social media, it was either LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, या इंस्टाग्राम तो तभी नहीं था इतना फेमस. तो ये 3-4 ही थे. Nobody talked about WhatsApp. And I was surprised. If you ask 10 people right now randomly, do you have Facebook? 8 out of 10 people will say yes. 2 people will say probably no. But if you ask 10 people, do you have WhatsApp? 10 out of 10 people will say yes.
True.
So what is more beneficial? So I started with WhatsApp. Or nobody, everybody knows how to use WhatsApp. The whole of India is on WhatsApp. The readership on WhatsApp is very high. It's better than email. No, there is hardly any individual message that goes unread on WhatsApp, unless it's a very long one. But email भी हम लोग कभी-कभी unread छोड़ देते हैं ना. So I always talk about my why. That's what I learned from Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, and that itself has helped me. As a first thing, when you asked me about app, I said no. I talked about my why. I did not talk about my what. What is the app? Why is the reading habit? I am here to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India. So I first clarified that. What is not important for me, why is important. I don't care whether you download my app or not. I really don't care. It's about reading. It's mission make India read, full stop. It is not make India read on booklet app or make India read and fill Amrut's pockets. ऐसा नहीं है. It's only make India read.
Now, I personally, I definitely like reading, but I don't read much books. But what happened is that from the time we have everything available on the internet, I do listen to audiobooks, but more than that, what I do is I listen to the lectures and the podcasts of the authors. Let's say the power of the subconscious mind we spoke about, Joseph Murphy, right? The author. So instead of reading the book, if I just listen to some of his lectures, some of his podcasts and his talks, so do you think that has an equal impact like reading a book?
Yeah, in fact, this is exactly what I've written in my book. the 7 habits of highly effective readers. And habit number 3 is read random. And when I say read random, it has got two meanings. Read random across all the genres. Don't fall in love with a particular genre. And read random across all the platforms. See, because of the disruptive nature of internet, the gamut of reading has expanded now. It is not just book in hand style of reading. कहाँ पे आराम कुर्सी पे बैठ के पढ़ रहे हो. That is not only reading. Now there are many ways of reading. If you are listening to a podcast, you are reading. Don't you think watching Steve Jobs interview on YouTube is as good as reading his biography?
No, I personally think that's the same thing.
That's
but I wanted to
fine.
hear
Yeah.
your.
We have to accept this. See, if we are technology migrant, we young adults, these kids, 14-year, 15-year kids, they are technology native. They are born with a gadget. If not literally from mother's womb, but they are born with a gadget. So we can't tell them कि नहीं book हाथ में रख के ही पढ़ो. No. So I think all kind of podcast, PDF, Kindle, my booklet apps, some book summaries, they're all part of reading.
So which are the top 3 books that you would recommend to somebody?
See, I usually answer this question, and the most asked question is this: the top 3. I give the answer, but later on I am not so satisfied. फिर मुझे लगता है अरे वो book क्यों नहीं मिला, वो मैंने book क्यों नहीं बोला, अरे वो भी तो अच्छी थी. See, I've read 1,350 books, but that's not the case. I can give you top 3 recommends, but I want to give a clear message कि ये ऐसा नहीं है कि ये एक book ने मेरा ये life का ये part change किया. ये book ने चलो, it's not like grocery shop कि क्या तुमको क्या 3 पैकेट मैगी चाहिए, ये लो. अभी क्या 2 किलो आटा चाहिए, ये ले लो. ऐसा नहीं है. Prescription जैसा नहीं है. See, there is a dynamic correlation between random books that you read, and then there is some mysterious power in accumulated knowledge. Unfortunately, that accumulated knowledge is invisible. So I can't put it in proper words that how and exactly how books have shaped my character, my personality, and my life. But I'm very sure it has happened. I can see the change, but the change is intrinsic. जैसे पौधा बड़ा होता है तो हमको आंखों के सामने दिखता नहीं है ना, पर बड़ा हो जाता है और अचानक लगता है लोगों को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है. बट वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मेरे लिए नहीं है, मेरे लिए वो थोड़ा रोज का चेंज था. Right? So you just have to get started and start reading randomly any book. Already the books which are lying at your house, half read, unread, gathering dust on the bookshelf, पहले वो शुरू करो. Still, if you insist, my top 3 favorites are, as I said, Simon Sinek, Start With Why, Unposted Letter by Mahatriya Ra, T.T. Rangarajan. And the third favorite book is, the book is on relationship, written by John Gray. The Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus by John Gray. One of the best books on relationships. You know the beauty of this book? Divorced couples have come together again and remarried after reading this book. Can you believe this? That's the power of this book.
So impactful. Okay. When it comes to self-help books, to be pragmatic and implement those ideas, is it necessary to journal after reading those books? I mean, how do somebody remembers all the ideas that somebody reads on the book?
Yeah, so remembering and implementing, both are dependent on each other. If you don't remember, you will never implement. Right? Taking notes is one part. I used to take notes, but then do we really refer those notes in future? No, I don't think so. That did not work for me. वो डायरी में पढ़ा रहता है, and we rarely refer them again. So the best way to remember what you read is to read and discuss. That's habit number 5 in my book. Read and discuss.
Or teach. Can we say teach somebody?
Yeah, you should. Yeah. So the fact that if you discuss one big idea, I'm not talking about a summary or a review of the book. Discuss one big idea that you think it's worth repeating again and again, and that is something mind-shattering and which you need to change yourself. And then share it with so much of enthusiasm, honesty, and energy. You know that the other person falls in love with the book. He gets curious about the book, and he probably asks for the book and borrows it, and then you lend it to him with a lot of pride, and then he reads the book and then comes back and you ask him, what did you learn from it? And this is how, through discussion, you revisit the book again and again without rereading. So now the points are on top of the mind. Now comes the implementation part. So you don't have to reach to the last page of a book to implement, to take action. Okay. In fact, implementation भी word galat hai. Live the book. You should live the book. If the last page is not the end, that is the beginning of the journey. So how do you live the book? There are two ways. That is habit number 7. One is
Habit
action
number
oriented.
7 from your book, you were saying?
Yeah, habit number
Okay.
7 from my book. Yeah.
Okay.
So it says one thing is physical action. The author has clearly said कि आपको करना है, and there is very clarity that you have to take some physical action by making some changes in your daily routine, which is very easy. I don't think it's very difficult. Second is it's not the idea given by the author is not action oriented, but it is mind shifting idea. It's a mindset shifting idea. Like for example, Acres of Diamonds is a very famous book written by Russell Cornwell. He's also known as Penniless Millionaire. And we all crib about our parents. मेरे पिताजी ने मेरे लिए कुछ छोड़ा ही नहीं है. मेरे दोस्त के पिताजी ने कितनी जायदाद छोड़ी है. We all complain about our ancestors, parents. We are the unlucky ones. And the author says, I pity the one who inherits a big fortune. I pity the one who inherits a big fortune.
Okay.
And
Why?
he said that अरे जिसको बहुत कुछ मिलता है उसको मोटिवेशन ही नहीं मिलता है ना to work hard, right? So now there was a complete shift in my mindset. I stopped complaining about my dad. I am lucky that he left very limited resources for me. नहीं तो ये मोटिवेशन कहाँ मिलता, मेक इंडिया रीड वगैरह होता ही नहीं, राइट? बैकअप अगर रहेगा, महीने का 1 लाख भाड़ा आ रहा है किधर से, तो मैं आलसी हो जाता हूँ. So now this is not action oriented, but it is about changing the approach towards things, towards life, towards people. My dad, I stopped complaining about my dad. I stopped fighting with my dad. Right.
So you read a lot of biographies also, right? Can you tell me some habits of the most successful people? I'm not talking about only readers. Your book is about effective habits of effective readers. I'm asking about habits of successful people. What are the top 3 habits?
Yeah, and successful doesn't mean only the millionaires and the businessmen.
Exactly.
Successful could be a world performing.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It could be a world-class performer, artist, or a spiritual guru. These are all part of success. I was under a misconception that most of the successful people talk about money most of the time. But I was shocked to know this, and I was grossly wrong. Most of the successful people talk about health most of the time. And that was like a tight slap on my face. I just could not believe this. Again and again, most of the books I was getting the same thing. So they keep discussing, okay, what's the fitness regime you are going through? Okay, what is CrossFit? What is calisthenics? Weight training better hai ya marathon better hai? Yoga karna chahiye ki nahi? So how are you experimenting with your eating habits? What is keto diet? What is complex carbs? What is simple carbs? Does really protein is overhyped by the market, or do the body really need proteins? So animal protein is better or plant protein? Oh my God, they discuss so many things, and you keep talking about it. You actually do these things because
health ही नहीं रहेगा तो पैसा का करेगा क्या, है कि नहीं?
Exactly, हाँ. What is the use of driving a Mercedes with a severe back pain? Right? It's useless. So health became my top priority, even above relationships. Because if I keep falling sick every now and then, it's going to spoil my relationship. My family members will get irritated. क्या है? बार-बार इसको सर्दी जुकाम हो रही है, बार-बार इसको डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाना पड़ रहा है. Yeah. Now, for last 2.5 years, touch wood, I've not fallen sick at all. Simple cold भी नहीं हुआ है. I'm that conscious about my health, about my diet, everything. And thanks.
So what do you do? Do you do strength training or just cardio, yoga? What do you do?
Yeah. See, what you do is not important. Exercising for 30 minutes, 7 days a week is important. The key word is 7 days a week.
Or can I replace the word exercise with physical activities? Is it okay? Like I'm not exercising, but I'm doing something else. Probably I have a habit of carrying some things to the 3rd floor every day, and then I clean my house every day. Those are physical activities. So
that is not deliberate practice. So deliberate practice means taking out special 30 minutes of your daytime and doing some deliberate exercise, not the indirect one ki jhadu lagaya, तो थोड़ा मेरा एक्सरसाइज हो गया, मैं ऊपर नीचे स्टेयरकेस पे चढ़ा तो एक्सरसाइज हो गया. नो, दैट इज नॉट डेलिबरेट प्रैक्टिस, especially at this age, at your young age. That is not enough. You should take out separate time of 30 minutes and exercise so exhaustively that each and every part of your clothes should get wet because of sweat. Your chest should feel like, is my chest going to burst out? You know, that point of failure where you just can't do the next move. वो point of failure में every day I meet. You know, it's like, oh my god, am I going to meet with a heart attack? You know, the chest, you pant so much, इतना breath का rate इतना बढ़ता है, ऐसा लगता है कि अरे बाप रे क्या हो रहा है. So I reach that point every day. That is very important for me. Our body, I think, is made for intensive training rather than marathon. That's what I learned from Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. If we were from hunting age, the hunters were expected to run very fast to catch the prey and not marathon for 10 kilometers. Right. So intensive training is very important. I believe, I may be wrong, but I do very intense training for 30 minutes and take care of my diet as well.
So some more habits from your book. You said one habit, which is the seventh habit.
Yeah, the first habit is, in fact, it's a non-habit.
Okay.
The name of the first habit is don't take reading too seriously.
Okay.
So what do I mean by that? See, habits are casual. If something is important to you, don't make it special. Make it casual, because habits are casual. You take any habit, watching TV, chatting on WhatsApp. Are there any rules? But when it comes to books, we come out with questions like, Amrut, can I read 2-3 books at a time? So I ask them, do you watch 2-3 TV series at a time? तभी पूछते हो क्या एक का स्टोरी दूसरे में मिक्स हो जाएगा क्या? नहीं ना. Amrut, what is the right time to read? I ask them, what is the right time to chat on WhatsApp? Huh? Is there any right time? Why? Because these activities are so casual that you don't even put it on your to-do list and you end up doing them. Isn't it remarkable? Something very interesting कि जो नहीं करना है, लिखा भी नहीं है, वो भी हम करते हैं, वो भी एकदम रेगुलर है ना, एकदम रेगुलर. So because it is so casual that we don't even consider it as an activity. So don't if something is important to you, don't make it special, make it casual. Yeah. And then questions like, Amrut, I feel guilty when I leave the book after reading 20 pages. I lose the interest. So I say that even I had this problem, I used to lose interest, but then I realized it was not about the technique of reading. It was not the fault of the book. The fault was in my approach towards reading. When I started transferring the onus, the responsibility to keep me excited to the author, everything changed. Don't you think it is also the responsibility of the author to keep you engaged, to keep you hooked? It is not all your fault. It's same like when you watch a movie.
Exactly.
Like
I was thinking.
a movie like Thugs of Hindustan by Amir Khan, which was so pathetic, and I left it in the interval. Did we say, oh, I am a bad movie watcher, I insulted Amir Khan? That made you laugh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the case. Writing a book is an art. The way making a movie is an art. And if they fail to entertain us, we say they failed. The director was bad. Right? Same is the case with books. Now, don't take me wrong. I'm not trying to insult authors, okay? Authors are God to me. Because of authors, I am here known as booklet guy, and 15 lakh people across the world are respecting me. My objective is to remove the guilt from your heads. But please don't blame yourself. There is nothing called good reader and bad reader. There is only reader and non-reader.
No, I think there is nothing wrong, because we have to categorize some authors as good authors, right? So when we say good authors, automatically means there are some bad authors also, right? Good has to come only when there is somebody who is.
And you'll discover them. You'll discover them on the journey. You'll come to know कि अरे नहीं ये types के books पढ़ने ही नहीं है. वो अपने आप समझ में आ जाता है. किसको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Okay, so tell me, how can somebody get into your community? If somebody wants to start reading from today.
Yeah, I still share book summaries on WhatsApp. If you remember, I started Mission on WhatsApp. And so my WhatsApp number is 9594 7000077. That's one way. Or you can just go to Play Store or Apple Store, download booklet, Make India Read. And as I said, read one, get one. Say you keep reading or listening to book summaries. I also share, there is one section in the booklet app called Tiny Booklet. So I find it very fascinating. What I do is, I took the inspiration from Twitter. The tiny messages on Twitter was responsible for such a hit. So I take one big idea from a book. So a best idea from a best book. So it's a double filter, and I describe it in 150 words. Now, why 150 words? Because the average reading speed of most of the people is 150 words per minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can
I have
complete in a
increased my
minute.
reading. Yeah. I have increased my reading speed to 1,200 words per minute through
My
practice.
God. My
But average
God.
speed is 150.
Okay.
So that tiny booklet is that one big idea from a random book. So रोज एक tiny booklet में share करता हूँ in that section. Yeah. So that is also where people are appreciating a lot. In this 1 minute they get some mind shifting ideas. So yeah, this is how you join the mission Make India Read. But as I said, app is not the only way. If you are reading, you are just with me. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, fine then, Amrut. It was really nice talking to you. Before you conclude, any last tips or any wisdom from your side?
Tips. I would like to take an opportunity, if you allow me, to use this platform to make an appeal to all the listeners
Sure.
and watchers who are going to watch us.
Mm.
So I have read books of all the legendary people: Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, APJ Abdul Kalam. There is no limit to these people. And what I have learned from Swami Vivekananda is, he says there are many human values. Human values are like honesty, integrity, sacrifice, freedom, courage, non-violence, truth. They're all human values. We all know this. He says that don't try to live all the human values at the same time. You will end up doing nothing. You will not be doing justice to any of them. So pick one human value, only one, because most of them are overlapping if you observe them. So pick only one human value and live that value and put your blood, sweat and tears to live that human value.
Sure.
So I decided to pick up unselfishness as one human value and try to bring unselfishness in whatever I do, in my personal life, in my mission life, whatever. So hence Booklet app is completely free. There are no irritating ads. I don't want, on one hand I'm asking you to read, and on the other hand I'm distracting you with ads. My conscience did not allow me to do so. Second, I started getting thousands of emails, WhatsApp messages, phone calls from young boys and girls from rural India. And the app, the mission has gone to rural India, interiors of India, and they started saying, Amrut, we love reading, we are passionate readers, but we can't afford to buy books. And I used to say that download Booklet app now, everything is free. Aur kya chahiye aapko? And you know what they said, Bittu? They said, Amrut, we have read all your booklets. We are desperately waiting for your next upload.
Oh.
I usually upload once in a week. Kabhi twice a week hota hai, mood aaya to. But once a week to pakka hota hai. And I had no answer for them. My heart melted for such young boys and girls who are passionate readers but poor readers, who are deprived from reading just because of lack of money. But now that I have written my own book, I have a valid answer for them. So what I do is, I appeal to those who are not below the poverty line, who are from well-to-do family, who can afford to buy my book. Please go to bookletguide.com and you can buy the book. So that I can help these poor readers, passionate poor readers, by giving my book for free. So kind of Robin Hood of books. जिसको afford करता है उनसे ले लो, पैसा लो, और उनको जिसको नहीं afford होता है उनको दे दो. So Robin Hood used to do this. But he used to rob the rich people. I'm not robbing here. I'm just appealing here. So this is what I'm doing and trying to bring unselfishness in the book. And also I think copywriting, patenting is selfishness again. So I have not copyrighted my book. I think it is selfishness. So the ideas in the book should be a gift to the human race to take it forward. So no copyrights.
Great, man. So I think the viewers should also understand that we should take one human value and make that a habit. Yeah.
Absolutely. And take any human value. It doesn't matter. They all are great.
Okay. Fine then, Amrut. So it was great talking to you. Thank you so much for
I enjoyed
your
yes
wisdom here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then thank you,
so
man.
much. Yes, thank you so much. Let's make India read. Happy reading.
Yes.
And wash your hands. Bye.
Okay. Same to you. Bye bye.
Bye.